Hello, in this group we have Kyle, Cynthia, Kwana, and Brian. Our presentation is about Joao and Cachet Financial Solutions, which is now known as Digility Money. Cachet offers customizable remote deposit software. Remote Deposit Capture, or RDC, is the software and application Cachet has developed and offers to its clients. This software allows checks to be processed and cleared based upon images of the items for deposit. They focus on a highly innovative RDC software. Their primary target of clients are credit unions and banks. The institutions can utilize this software for its customers. It creates a quick and easy way for customers to deposit checks. It's simple and secure. They snap a photo of the front, snap a photo of the endorsement on the check back, and submit. It's a great tool for the institution's on-the-move customers. The RDC software was created to benefit both the organization and its customers. It's a benefit that will enhance the experience for both. Credit unions and banks want to assure customer satisfaction. Customers want easy and convenient. With today's on-the-go individuals, RDC aimed to create a time saver. Cachet can enhance the experiences of the institutions and customers by RDC. It has easy and simple steps, but still so secure. With the top security technologies, Cachet can provide the organizations with encrypted security as well. RDC is a highly innovative software and a huge success by Cachet.
RDC architecture, also known as Remote Deposit Capture. This is a software and application, and it is very highly innovated by Cachet Financial Solutions, which is also known as now Digility Money. They provide all their clients with financial and banking software solutions. 80% of their revenue and operations is from RDC, and this is what we're focusing on primarily. The actual software is customized for the institution that purchases the RDC application. That includes icons, colors, logos, shortcuts, usernames, passwords, and the encrypted security. It's constructed and operated and sold all in-house to their clients who desire the streamlined approach of RDC and easier banking, whether you're on your home computer or mobile device. They manage the cloud that this software is operated on. There are a couple of employees who are directly involved with the Cloud Fabric controller. The sales team of Cachet manages and requirements and presents the application and details to the clients for configuration, which is the banking and financial institutions that are buying their RDC. You do need an up-to-date version of Google Chrome, Internet Explorer as like a web browser, and or Windows-based system. Most of the applications and software are deployed and operated by MS SQL servers. Most are provided on the 2016 version, which is the most up-to-date version. The company provides a smooth data transfer throughout their network, and they're very precise with what they do and what they sell to their clients. Their existing platform is solely based on RDC application and the network provided. When the clients request certain changes to the platform, the API code is written and integrated with the platform for them to buy. These particular features are added to the established application in which the institution can buy. So Cachet is, which is also known as Digility Money, it's an IT company in which the software is being constantly deployed and operated based on the cloud system. So their applications are being streamed over a network, which is pretty much the exact opposite of a standalone system. Their applications are hosted as SaaS, which is also known as Software as a Service. This is pretty much the modern way to provide software and applications. Their software is rented to the client and charged by a number of transactions occurred. Sometimes there's transaction fees as well. They provide their network on a private cloud for security purposes, and they rent out services such as their RDC do-it-all platform offered to clients. Cachet, their system is able to host a large capacity of users while maintaining growth in terms of scalability and maintainability. Of their cloud-based application for RDC is deployed and executed constantly under the standard of the 5 nines. Their cloud application software is available 24/7 with little to no downtime. If a server does need to be maintained for downtime purposes, they smoothly shift data to another server during the late evening, which is a slower user-based time frame. So the company is smaller and domestic, actually within the Twin City area, and most of their clientele is based only in 2 time zones, which reduces the amount of downtime for users located in another region, which doesn't really exist yet without more expansion. In terms of scalability, the company itself is growing its business and user rate, which is exactly why they are building a new data center in Eden Prairie, Minnesota for larger server integration. For security, obviously, RDC involves a lot of banking and private credentials. They're able to create usernames and passwords for the users, and their authentication and authorization purposes are very tight-knit and secure, and they're always compliant with international security and TLS protocols. They also implement SSL and TLS security protocols, which is also known as secure sockets layer and transport layer security. They provide secure internet transaction between servers and the user. There is also a backup and restore policy and disaster recovery plan in which they would carry out if such intermittence has occurred. There's a dedicated team that will provide this operation, including a business continuity plan. In the near future, there will be 2 data centers for any kind of disruption or environmental disaster that would occur or minimize and kink their operations. This new building will act as a hot site in case of an emergency. We're going to talk about the maintenance and performance of the company, and more specifically remote deposit capture application. They actually have an operations and administrative team that is in charge of the maintenance. They take care of the servers, making sure everything's running smooth and healthy. There is a plan that is performed daily to ensure the systems are healthy. If they have to install a Windows update, they plan on this a particular day of the week after hours and shift everything from one server to another. There's also a 24/7 help desk for outside clients to ensure the applications are fixed if delayed or running incorrectly with error messages. Also, comply with domestic and international auditing. They make sure all the systems follow standards, many of which they can provide intrusion detection and problem analysis before and after issues. This creates an environment where they can actually see what caused an issue, what is accountable, and how to fix the bug by physically seeing the before and after result. Cachet does have some form of recurring payment and subscription-based system where they have a list of their clients with personal banks information for easy adjustment and customization purposes. They use different performance metrics to measure the health of their system between the server and the user. Many metrics are involved in monitoring the traffic and data transfers, including per port and end user metrics. Their capacity interfaces with the data flow between low and high times throughout each day of the week, balancing and averaging traffic flow. This gives them an idea of data transfer and packet count for planning and maintainability requirements.
The Cachet team first discovered the need for its RDC application through its connection with banking institutions. Here, the executive staff found that software solutions specific to financial institutions were limited and thus could be improved for clients via a cloud-based application. In regards to business requirements, a formal needs analysis was performed for both Cachets and their clients. Cachet sought to develop a software that was compatible with most banking institutions. Thus, many of the end-user requirements were gathered by banking institutions to provide proper programming and customization. Other key requirements included the ability to handle loads and networks at a large scale, as well as establishing secure logins, near zero downtime, user-friendliness, and overall security. Both a formal design and business model were set in place to successfully meet all their objectives and overall mission for this application. Today, its RDC application is Cachet's core competency and its main source of revenue. The development team at Cachet is relatively small, with roughly 10 developers. They are divided into two subgroups specializing in either RDC or money management systems. The development teams are involved in requirement gathering, design, implementation, testing, as well as maintenance. As stated before, all software is developed in-house, which has an advantage in the long run as they are able to implement all in-house maintenance. Additionally, by developing from creation and deployment, this has led to a highly involved and knowledgeable staff. Even more, Cachet consistently seeks to develop software in response to specialized business needs, which has allowed them to become a leader in solutions for financial institutions. In regards to their main RDC application, customization is established based on what each bank needs and requests through Cachet's development team. In terms of application implementation, a series of tests were performed. Firstly, to become fully integrated with the end user, the system was tested with each bank to see if the server connection was successful. The IT staff that managed the implementation process ran the test across all banks to make sure the system employed a strong connection with each of the banks. Since the IT staff was part of the development process, connection problems were easy to spot and fix. Additionally, the deployment team and development team also played a key role in the implementation process. Firstly, the development team helped find and fix problems in addition to the IT staff, while the deployment team focused on getting the system to the banks and setting up the connection, all in all making the implementation process a team effort.
Now we will start talking about the assessment of Cachet Financial Solutions. The RDC is very consistent thanks to constant updates and expansion through new clients in the field, and the company benefits from RDC the most. Just last year alone, 60% of their annual revenue came thanks to RDC software. Their annual revenue was about $7.95 million, and of that, the RDC software accounted for $4.275 million. so they have a big chunk. Cachet Financial Solutions follows a focused strategy, and it specializes in providing financial institutions with cloud-based RDC and mobile money management solutions. Cachet Solutions' competitive advantage derives from its cloud-based applications, which at the time, no other company has the ability to do that. This, of course, is only a short-term goal, and to have a competitive advantage in the long term, they must own the market that they are currently in. Now we'll talk about the recommendations that we have for Cachet Financial Solutions. The first one is that we believe that Cachet should expand their market. It is first to move into a new geographical market. It increases its visibility, increasing its clientele, and hence their profit. The next recommendation is that we believe Cachet should keep on innovating their software, like they just did when they partnered up with Advanced Fraud Solutions, a leader in fraud prevention and risk management software that could help protect their application. Other than those two things, we believe there's no more recommendations needed. We believe that they did a very good job with the development of this application and the implementation. We didn't believe that they needed to train any of the people that were under this, and we thought they did overall a very good job.
The team heavily utilized Joao as our main contact and source. With the initial information from Brian's IT professional interview paper, we conducted interviews, and Brian also reached out when there was additional questions or further clarification needed. The Cachet website was also a great tool. With Joao's guidance, we could successfully navigate the website and pulled the necessary information. The in-person meetings were great and productive. Joao was very informative. He explained the ins and outs of the company and his role specifically. He answered all our questions in detail and was very easy to contact and always willing to help.
Now I will discuss the lessons that our team learned during this process. Working as a team. Now, when we first started, we were kind of chaotic and all over the place. We didn't really know how to begin, how we should have a schedule. But as we worked through, we started talking to each other. We started figuring out exactly the time frame that we needed to complete each project, and we stayed in communication the entire time. So I believe we became a better team as the time went on. Next thing is how to perform better research. So this project really tested your limits with research since they're so detailed and you need to find every single question possible. This helped prepare us for future endeavors and other projects that we might figure out down the line. We also learned the exact process that Cachet Financial Solutions used to implement their product and develop their product. It was really interesting, and everybody really learned something after interviewing Brian's friend, and it was just really interesting.